Hello, everybody. Welcome along. It is watch along time. It is FA Cup time. It is Wrexham versus Sheffield United in the fourth round of the FA Cup. National League Wrexham against Sheffield United of the Championship, of the top end of the Championship. But it is, of course, Wrexham of the top end of the National League as well. So, oh, what's just fallen down? Something's just fallen down in the room, and I have no idea what it is. We'll find out in due course. If something stops working, do say hello, get involved down there in the chat. We're going to be here for the next couple of hours enjoying this one. Don't forget as well, what was that fell down, I wonder? Don't forget as well to hit the thumbs up button. We'll get as many people in the stream as possible. We will get the debate going. Let's say some hellos already. Ewan, welcome. Sheffield Wednesday fan for life. There we go. We won't read the comment, but I think you can get the gist of it. Matt, greetings, Mr. Benjamin. Welcome, Matt. Scott, seems like things at Sheffield United boardroom level have imploded. Yeah, there is a lot going on at Sheffield United in the background. A transfer embargo at the moment for a non-payment of a previous proportion of a transfer fee that was obviously needed to be paid after the fact. Let's say some more hellos. PNW Lion with his hand over his face. Good morning from Seattle, home of grunge. Welcome, PNW Lion. Mike, legend, responsible for this chair as well. Mike, welcome. Come on, Wrexham. We'll let Mike away with that. He lives in Wales, so we'll give him that one. We are watching on BBC today. Less in the way of upsets this round in the FA Cup. We'll go through what's gone on in round four thus far. You can give me your views. Yesterday, then, in the Cup, in fact, do we get to go back to Friday? Yeah, let's go back to Friday. Give me your thoughts on all of this lot. It was Man City 1, Arsenal 0, the top two teams in the country at the moment. Walsall 0, Leicester 1, went to form with the Premier League side beating the League 2 side, and Leeds, a Premier League side, beating the League 1 side in Accrington as well. The All Championship game between Blackburn and Birmingham ended 2-2. Bristol City and West Brom was another All Championship game. Bristol City cruised through that one 3-0. Premier League versus Championship there. Fulham 1, Sunderland 1. That'll go to a replay. My team, Ipswich 0-0 with Championship leaders Burnley. That will go to a replay. League 1 versus Championship there. Another one to a replay. Championship Luton against League 2 Grimsby. Sheffield Wednesday and Fleetwood was an all League 1 tie. Another replay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 we've read out already. It's going to be a busy mid-week going on there. Southampton 2, Blackpool 1 in Mick McCarthy's first game. Preston 0, Spurs 3 was one of the late TV matches. And Manchester United 3, Reading 1 was the other. The Premier League sides beating the Championship sides. As I see Wrexham co-owner Ryan Reynolds slapping hands with all of the Wrexham fans there. Having a lovely old time, and he's part of why this game is a big story. Today in the Cup, guys, get your comments in on any of these before we focus firmly and fully on this one. Brighton 2, Liverpool 1. Liverpool don't like going to Brighton at the moment, do they? And Stoke 3, Stevenage 1. Stevenage really killing it at the top of League 2, but they could not beat another side from a higher division. Of course, they beat Aston Villa away from home in round 3. Out they go today, which leaves us with Wrexham, Sheffield United right now. It's Derby, West Ham tomorrow, which I think should be a cracking tie as well. Derby in great form up at the top of League 1. West Ham in not such great form down at the bottom of the Premier League. What do we got in the chat here? Right Adventures. Hello, Mr. Bloom, the legend. That is the way to get your comment read out. All compliments will be read out. Wrexham are the World Club this week. They are a bit, aren't they? Everyone interested in this one. Loads of draws, Alfie. Absolutely. Jaden, rumours of Sander Berger leaving. Yes. Apparently, this is a serious bit of interest from Fulham to sign Sander Berger. Nat, evening. Welcome, sir. Sad to say Brighton beating Liverpool isn't much of a shock anymore. I suppose they beat them in the league very recently. They're above them in the league as well. My definition of a shock, I know people disagree with me on this one, but mine has always been you've got to beat a side in a division above you. Bonus points if you do it away from home. as well. Matt, my Leeds are having a cup run for the first time in a generation. Leeds beat Accrington yesterday, so they are through to the 5th round. I'm guessing, can anyone let me know in the chat? I'm guessing the draw will be tomorrow night on the TV coverage. We will find out. Well, they did do it after one of these games, didn't they? Dave, welcome, sir. Christopher, having trouble with Fleetwood there, Sheffield Wednesday. Yes, a 1-1 draw. Fleetwood love an away draw, don't they? Right, let's have a look at the team news then in this one. And just to completely get this straight, let me just give you the picture domestically. Well, league football there for Wrexham. Up at the top of the National League, we've got two teams really pushing it, Wrexham and Notts County. Remember, only one automatic promotion place in the National League. Bit of a stiff old system, that one, but it is what it is. I think we've got the answer there. On the One Show tomorrow, there we go. So it'll be on BBC tomorrow. We'll find out who everyone is going to be getting. So, yeah, a couple of big clubs there. You would imagine a few, actually, if you factor in the likes of sort of Chesterfield, Barnet, Southend have been in the league until it's been League One in fairly recent times and dropped out of the bottom. But Wrexham looking like they're possibly going to qualify automatically. Fancy chances in the playoffs. They did lose in the playoffs last season in the National League. That's the picture there. But remember, they are fairly nicely moneyed. So expect to recognise a few names in this Wrexham lineup. Phil Parkinson down the bottom, you'll recognise as the coach. Someone will tell me in the chat all the teams he's managed. I've seen him managing Bolton and Charlton and Sunderland. I'm sure there's a few more as well that I'm missing. In goal is Mark Howard for Wrexham. Jordan Tunnicliffe, left centre-back. Ben Tozer, he of the incredible long throw. Where was he? Cheltenham, is that right? He's the middle centre-back. Aaron Hayden is the right side centre-back. Right wing-back is Anthony Ford. Left wing-back, Callum McFadzean. In the midfield, Thomas O'Connor, Luke Young, not that one, and Elliot Lee, who was at Luton until not so long ago. Was he? Up top, Ollie Palmer, and a bit of a non-league goal machine here, or a lower division goal machine, in Paul Mullin, who, if you want an FA Cup shock, you need that striker who's going to stick the ball in the net. Maybe Paul Mullin is that guy. On the bench for Wrexham, Dalby, Cannon, Jones, Lennon, Bickerstaff, McAlinden, Cleworth, Hall Johnson, and Lynton. Let me go to comments, and then we'll have a look at the Blades team, and we can ascertain how strong Paul Heckingbottom has gone with this one. Daryl, afternoon from a nervous Blade. Absolute no-win situation this for Sheffield United. If they win, everybody says, well, they're the higher-ranking team, they should win. If they lose, it's a big upset. So it's an absolute no-win situation. Mark Howard, remember him at the Lane. I used to love him when we went to Wembley on that cup run. There you go. Well, let's have a look at this Blades team. And do you know what? The first port of call I'll do is look at the bench, and we'll see how many of the normal first teamers are sitting on that bench there. Sharp and Dye is one. Marsh, Koulibaly, Robinson, Lowe, Shakdev, and Fotheringham would be another one. So a couple of first teamers there on the bench. But looking at that 11 is actually pretty strong. Sheffield United have taken this seriously enough. They really do not want a replay, do they? Either way around. In goal for the Blades, he doesn't get many minutes. Adam Davies, I think, signed him from Barnsley, or did he go from Barnsley to Stoke to Sheffield United? I can't remember. Centre-backs, probably going to be their player of the season, or Ndai, but Anel Ahmedodzic at right centre-back. John Egan in the middle of the three. Chris Basham still in the side after all these years. Pretty much first choice-ish look at that back three. Jaden Bogle has not long been back from injury. Right wing-back, Ben Osborne can play anywhere though, can't he? He's at left wing-back. The midfield, Ollie Norwood is the anchor. And I think they're both on loan from Man City, aren't they? James McAtee and Thomas Doyle both start in a tight midfield three. Up top, Ollie McElhenney. Used to play, of course, in Wales with Swansea. And Dan Jebison, young striker, who did get himself a goal in the league the other day. Forgive me, I can't quite remember who it was against, but he's been on the scene a while, Jebison. He scored in the Premier League. I can see him in the tunnel right now. Tall lad, young lad. Did score against Everton in the Premier League at a very young age. I remember it well. Ryan Reynolds is on the phone to Rob McElhenney. Ryan Reynolds is getting more camera time probably than any of the players are getting. That's, I guess, a big part of the story here, this Hollywood connection. Very famous owners, the movie star Ryan Reynolds and his mate Rob McElhenney. It's all there. It's all set, isn't it? You've got a non-league team, a very big non-league team, albeit, against a team punching right up at the top of the championship. It's on the lower ranking team's home ground, and there's oodles of narrative here. And as I say, it's a no-win situation, whatever happens for Sheffield United. They've either beaten the National League team and nobody cares, or it's a big old upset. Remember, Wrexham won at Coventry in the previous round. Right. More and more comments for me, please. Get them in. And also, let me bring this up on the screen. Get me your pre-game predictions. Give me a scoreline. Why not? How do you see this one going? Have Wrexham got any chance of beating the high-flying Sheffield United? It's the FA Cup, innit? Right, comments. Hope to see Koulibaly today. Basically, their main team. It's close to, isn't it? Yeah. Anir, welcome. Let's go, Anel. Yeah, very good player. No, they're catching up. I think there's a conversation going on in there. Wrexham have won all 16 home games this season. Is that true? That is absolutely sensational. So Wrexham, evidently a decent home team. Alistair, can I enjoy the cup now? Reading out last night. Home late. Oh, you went up, did you? Excellent. Get your score predictions in the comments for me, please. I would very, very much like to see them. Can I get a home league table in the National League? I think I can. Can I do this? No, it doesn't seem to be letting me in an obvious way. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to be able to, so we can see this Wrexham. There we go. Oh, dear, it's absurd. Look at that. Wrexham, the Plymouth of non-league with that home record. Look at that. 12 wins out of 12 in the league for Wrexham at home. The commenter there, 1414 Yorks, was absolutely right. 100% was at home. I assume they've added some cup games into the mix there as well. We are just about ready to go. It's 4:28. We're watching on BBC One HD. We'll get everything linked up and get a timestamp as we go. The players are out and lining up. Referee, because someone will ask. Hang on, preview. Dean Whitestone, referee Whitestone there. Predictions, please. Get your predictions in. Go, go, go. I can only see one. Come on. Predictions in for it, guys. Let's get a little bit of a feel for this. Wrexham 2, Sheffield United 3, 2-2. So that's what we want, don't we? We want Wrexham to just go for it. Goals, goals, goals. Probably leave themselves open against a good Sheffield United team. Right. We will bang back through the team news very quickly. I'll put Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 0 up on the screen. Keep your predictions coming in pre-game. And if you don't mind, please do hit the like button. Hit it right now. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see if we can get this stream as popular as possible on YouTube. You can help me out big style by just hitting the thumb up, and it will help recommend it to other people like yourself with similar interests. Hopefully, and watching some football, having a good time and having a bit of good debate and a bit of banter in the chat as well. What have we got? I'm just going to read the predictions, guys. 2-1 Wrexham, and here 2-all. 2-0 Blades, 4-3 Blades. Give me them goals. 2-2. As long as Wrexham score, I'm happy. 1-3 Blades, but possibly hoping the other way. Right. Let me do the teams one more time. There is Phil Parkinson trying to get the crowd going, shaking hands with Stuart McCall, the Blades assistant there to Paul Heckingbottom. Remember, Sheffield United cruising a big lead up there in the automatic promotion spots, up there with Burnley, looking like any type of average form in the second half of the season, and they will be back in the Premier League. That is the situation. Can they keep their cup run going? Teams for you guys one more time. Howard in goal for Wrexham. Hayden, Tozer, Tunnicliffe, Ford and McFadden, the wing-backs. O'Connor, Young, Lee, Mullin, the danger man, and Palmer, 27 goals this season. That is a classic FA Cup lower league striker ready to go there, Paul Mullin. Up top with Palmer there. For Sheffield United, a pretty strong team. A few we mentioned, and Dye, Fotheringham not in there. Davies in goal, Ahmedodzic, Egan, Basham, Osborne, Bogle, McAtee, Norwood, Doyle, McBurney, Jebison. Here we go in the FA Cup. It is Wrexham versus Sheffield United. If you haven't already, hit the like button, and we are about to get started in this one. I assume they're waiting for a TV producer to wave his hand. Referee Whitestone has his whistle to his lips, and we are off. Sheffield United wearing white, of course. Wrexham wearing red, and off we go. Blades knocking the centre forward. A couple of long balls, and we will await for this to settle. I'd assume I can see some building works going on there at Wrexham. If there is any wind, it's going to howl right down the middle of that pitch, probably towards the goal that Sheffield United are shooting towards. And they've won themselves a fairly cheap corner there in the first 35 seconds of this one. I think Young it was that gave it away. A bit worried here, this Wrexham side. They went strong. I have 8 games next month, so definitely crucial. I'm not sure they'll have it at the moment, but I'll go 3-2 Wrexham. Good detail. Afternoon, Vindaloo. Silly from Young. Yeah, a little bit overexcited there. And we have a corner to Sheffield United. Outswinger McBurney, free header. 1-0 to the Blades after 1 minute. That is the utterly worst possible start that Wrexham could have imagined. Sheffield United barely had a kick of the ball and managed to win a corner. Corner goes in. Ollie McBurney, key danger man, very good player in the air as well, bangs the header in, and just over 1 minute in, it's utterly terrible marking, isn't it? McBurney, who would be number 1 on the flip chart for defending set plays, who's picking him up? Maybe him and John Egan, Ahmedodzic, but McBurney's the striker, completely free across the near post and just bullets the header in. And we have an early goal in this one, and it is a terrible start by Wrexham. Unforced error, set play, goal. Blades lead 1-0. Ollie McBurney is the scorer. Just to make it a little bit worse, we have Tunnicliffe down, off the pitch, in fact, so they could kick off again. He's getting treatment from the Wrexham doctor. Actually, James McAtee is down as well. I don't know what happened there. Everyone crashed into each other after McBurney stuck the ball in the back of the net. In fact, it was McBurney took them both out. He sort of fell over after he stooped to head the ball into the net. The game actually can't start. I don't see why not, really. They're both off the pitch, but hey, fair's fair if both teams are a player down. And yeah, what a start in this one straight away. Oh no, bad marking. Now, what marking? Nowhere near him, were they? Exactly 1 minute. The dream is over. Maybe not so. Sean Dyche, good appointment for Everton as their manager. You would think so. Ewan, love Sheffield United. Next round with a new manager in the Doog out. Wayne, welcome, sir. We are very, very well this end. Me and the family, we went off for breakfast this morning. If you follow my Mrs. Shaylee on Instagram, Shaylee White, it'll come up and you can see our antics in her Instagram story this morning. We are very well, thank you. Treatment still going on for Tunnicliffe. Absolute kind of non-injury. He's essentially being injured by a goal scorer after he scored. Just sort of bundled into the back of him. Ryan Reynolds is on the screen again, getting more camera time than anybody else. Looks like he's done. Tunnicliffe, and Wrexham's start goes from bad to even worse. I think it was Cleworth. Max Cleworth, only 20 years old, getting himself ready. Yeah, it looks like he's done. Phil, I can read that sign language. Phil Parkinson says done. And he folds his arms, looks to the heavens. And the stupid thing is, nothing has happened in this game. We kicked off. There was the centre went forward long from Sheffield United. Just, get some territory straight away. Don't make any silly mistakes. Probably what they were told by Heckingbottom. Bit of pinball around. And then there was a complete unforced error to concede the corner. Took the corner, headed it into the back of the net. It's basically the sort of first meaningful kick of a ball was the corner. And that produced the first shot on goal, which was the header, which went into the back of the net. So Tunnicliffe out. Cleworth in. Very unlucky injury that for Wrexham. Keep your comments coming, guys. It is Wrexham 0. Sheffield United 1. Jordan Tunnicliffe out of the game. Former Crawley player, Fyle, Kidderminster, lower league warrior, let's just say. But he won't be worrying anymore during this game, unfortunately. Sheffield United on the ball. McElhenney tries to turn it around the corner. Jefferson stumbles on the surface. There's an early one forward. It's very direct, this game. I won't make any comments about the National League. We know the EFL can be very direct at times, but bit of a frantic pace and nobody really settling on the ball. I think the most passes that have been strung together is about 5, is all I will say. Wrexham wanted a better start than this. Oh, yes, they did. Stoke surprised me. Hard to predict. Yeah, Stoke winning 3-1 in the end. Have they got another injury? This is absolutely bonkers, this start to the game. Aaron Hayden, one of the other centre-halves, is sat down on his backside now. They couldn't possibly lose 2 centre-backs. I know we're in minute 6, but there's no way we've played more than 2 minutes of football. Phil Parkinson's wondering what on earth is going on here. Signed from Carlisle United, started out at Wolves. Aaron Hayden. They're just having a look at the bottom of his right foot. Wrexham, they already play a 3 at the back. They already lost 1 centre-back. They've got to be running out of them on the bench pretty soon, haven't they? We're coming up 7 minutes. This is the second injury hold. We've had about 1 phase of play, 1 goal. I think the Wrexham doctor has just given the thumbs up. And Aaron Hayden is going to be okay to continue. What a bizarre start. Yeah, could change shape, couldn't they? Hopefully, they won't want to. Hayden looks all right to continue. He's kind of waving off the doctors and saying, I'm okay here. And I think he's going to come back into the game. We haven't done a timestamp. So much has happened, but yet so little has happened. So we'll give you a timestamp. We're on BBC One HD. We're going to be at the 8-minute mark in 3, 2, 1, sync. So if you want to know that you're perfectly lined up with your feed, as is mine, comes a long throw in, actually. I'll cut away. Tozer sticks it in to the near post. They get the first contact, Blades. Good work, just scurrying towards the touchline there from Tommy Doyle, who, of course, set up the goal. Stuck the corner in for McElhenney, headed it in to the back of the net. Oh, Hayden is down again. This does not look good. He got treatment. He wandered to the side. He's tried again. He's got to be done now. And Wrexham are going to lose 2 centre-backs within the first 8 minutes here. Incredible. I think they know this time. I think that Wrexham will turn this game around and win 2-1. Going to use all their subs as well. Remind me of the sub window rules. They've already used 2 windows now for this first 2 subs, haven't they? Nasty, nasty start for Wrexham. 92, Wrexham beat Arsenal. Dare I say I remember it, Ewan? And Arsenal were top of the 92. Wrexham were bottom. Here comes one of the long throws. Don't talk to me about those long throws. Not long into the start of last season, my team, Ipswich, were a victim to one of those long throw-ins. Wrexham players telling the manager to focus on promotion, or focus on getting to 10 minutes without losing them all to injury at the moment. So Hayden comes out. Just a reminder, the starting back 3 was Hayden, Tozer and Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe went out. He got injured, well, we know exactly 1 minute into the game as McElhenney clattered into him. Cleworth came in. Hayden is now out. He's just walked down the tunnel. Forgive me, I didn't see who's just come in. 14. I will wait, and hopefully the BBC will tell me. I didn't see who the... 14 is the wing back. 30, he's going to be playing left centre back. We'll wait for the wide shot, or the BBC might actually pull their finger out and tell me. But double substitution already. Jones, was it? Thanks, Annie. And what a weird start to this game. 10:45 on the clock. 2 injuries for Wrexham. 1 attack for Sheffield United. They lead 1-0. Ollie McElhenney heading in Doyle's corner. There's one in behind. It was knocked over Davies' head. There's a big penalty shout there from, it was Mullin who went through. Certainly wasn't the most technically astute bit of goalkeeping. Mullin screaming at referee Whitestone there by Davies. Just a hoof in behind. Let's have a look. Gets there first. Now, I was looking at the ball. I didn't look for contact. I'll look at his feet this time. Let's have a look. No, he doesn't touch him, does he? Doesn't look like it. He did get there first. So had there been some contact commensurate with a foul, it would have been trouble there for Davies, but it didn't look like Mullin was maybe playing for that. And it's knocked up into Palmer. And Wrexham just getting on the ball now for the first time in this game. Ford inside to Young. That is indeed the substitute there, Jones. It's knocked forward into the channel. And Egan sticks that one out. And I assume Ben Tozer's going to come forward and hurl this throw in into the box. And why not, hey? Make defenders defend, right? Tozer's got his towel. And we all know where this throw-in is going, don't we? It's so tight in that the Sheffield United players don't want to get stuck under the ball and not be able to, get any spring to jump to head this away. And it goes. Oh, it's got to the back post. Mullin goes up with Davies. I thought Mullin fouled Davies. No foul at all. And then a big chance, a chance from the follow-up. It doesn't look like he fouls him, actually. I think the ref's got that one right. Smacked over the crossbar. I think it was O'Connor, wasn't it? Yeah, there's no foul there, is there? Poor technique. Egan's asking for a foul. It looked like a foul real time, but you watch it back, he just didn't look strong enough, did he? Coming to grab that one. Davis, who has Not started well in goal for Sheffield United, has he? Jaden Bogle has just been pulled up for a foul. Wrexham have been on top for the last sort of 3 minutes or so. I don't want to sound like I'm being snotty about National League football, but they've just got it amongst them. They've made the defenders defend, and they're getting some change out of Sheffield United now. Look at the size of Palmer up there. Lobbed in, held up in the wind, you can see there. And looks like Basham is going to be able to run that away. Keep your thoughts coming in via the comments, you lot, in the chat. How will these injuries impact their league chances? Must be a concern. Yeah, good point. Agreed. I'm a Blade. Feel quite sorry for Wrexham at the moment. Well, yeah, I know what you're saying. Who said that? Daryl. They seem to have reacted fairly well since about minute 10 now, after it has settled. 14:27 on the clock. Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1. Another reminder, if you haven't already, please do hit that thumbs up button for me on YouTube. Big help. There's another one in the channel. Mullin's done well. He's beaten Basham. Mullin in behind, puts the cross in low. It's cut out. And they're definitely getting some change, aren't they? Just knocking that ball into Mullin, into Palmer, into the channel as well. And making those Sheffield United defenders just concentrate, get in position, get touch tight. Here is Amadozic, just travelling up the pitch for United. Out it goes to, is that Doyle or McAtee? Can't see that side of the pitch. It's gone back into Amadozic anyway. It was Doyle, excuse me. It's Basham. Callum, good win yesterday. Much needed clean sheet. McElhenney in as well. Yeah, McElhenney in at Coventry on loan from Burnley. Signed from Oxford. Is that right? Start of the season. Here is Jefferson. Little one inside. Now Norwood. Norwood to McAtee. Osborne. Poor first touch by him. Has to knock it back into Basham. Osborne. Pitch doesn't look great down there, does it? God. Going to be a fun one for those Sheffield United players if they do want to knock the ball about on the deck. Amadozic wins that back, knocks it back into Egan, and Sheffield United just getting a little bit of control now, completing a few passes, much needed from their point of view. There's one into the channel. Is McElhenney going to be flagged offside? He's not. It's headed out by O'Connor on the cover there, who, if I'm reading this right, might have dropped into play centre half. Yeah, I think I'm right about that. It looks like the second substitute, Jones, has come in and played in midfield, and O'Connor, who started the game in midfield, is now playing left centre back. They've had two go out injured in the first 10 minutes. Jefferson tries to lay that one off, going out to Osborne. Heavy touch given away. Wrexham clear. Basham having a fun old time marking Paul Mullin there. Good ball. Slid through. Now, are they in behind? Oh, goodness me. Jefferson running in there. If you got a toe end around Howard in goal, we could have been looking at a second goal for Sheffield United. Nice run. Nice ball, actually, as well. He just loses his step there, does he? I don't know what he's trying. Yeah, ball just runs away from him. I'll give him his credit. The keeper there, Howard, out nice and quickly, narrows the angle down. Any slower, and Jefferson's probably knocking that round him, and either setting up for an open goal or going down. Penalty. Word on Brighton. They beat Liverpool today earlier on. Mitoma with a 92nd minute winner. Here's McBurney. Nice dribble by McBurney. Poked through. Chance there for McAtee. Shot deflected as he hit it. Really good dribble by McBurney there, the early goal scorer in this game. Just fainted to play it out to his right, cut back inside and fed it to McElhenney. And remember what happened on the last corner, which Tommy Doyle. He's going to take this one as well. I assume, as he's a right footer, he's either going to swing this one in or hit it flat towards the back post. Doyle then. Now, what's going on here? Look like the ball is overhanging the line. Yeah, that's fine. Here comes Doyle then. Sticks up the signal. He does neither. He knocks it in short to McElhenney. He tries a little roll of the foot. Backheel it back. Clipped in again by McElhenney. Little backheel up in the air. Doyle tries to head it down. Scooped up in the air. McElhenney, he can't control it on that pitch. Mullin is an absolute unit, isn't he? Just knocks McElhenney off the ball. Good ball by Mullin, actually. The outside of his right foot. And here comes Ford. He's got an overlap, actually. Ford's done really well. It's brilliant play by the right wing back. Stood up his man, worked him, dinked in a lovely floaty cross there. Excellent counter-attack. It was really good play by Mullin. I was kind of a bit sneery, wasn't I, when he bumped, was it Basham off the ball? Played a lovely ball with the outside of his foot after that. And Ford, really good work down the right-hand side. And it's a corner to Wrexham, another ex-Oxford player. Just talking about McNally for Coventry, an ex-Oxford player. In comes the corner. And wasted. And that will be good confidence there for Davies in goal. And Davies, who hasn't really started that well in this game. A couple of iffy moments from him thus far. Makes a nice clean catch there. What do we got? Forest in advanced talks to sign Keylor Navas, the old Real Madrid keeper. Forest badly need a keeper with Henderson. How long's Henderson out for? I was not aware. Henderson, as Sheffield United fans will know, a useful goalkeeper. Headed forward there by Clareworth, given away. And now here's Jebison. Jebison's done well. Jebison into the box, hits the shot. All soft hands by the keeper, but enough to get it away. The Wrexham centre-backs, or what's left of them, with two of them going off injured, are not standing up to players carrying the ball and dribbling at them at all. Basically, you do have the feeling, it looks difficult on this pitch, but you do have the feeling that if Sheffield United can work the ball quickly or have players dribbling at that back three, they'll get through more often than not. Another corner then for Doyle. Spots the ball. Took the last one short. This one goes in to the near post. Not a great one. Bounces and is easily cleared. Mullin wins the throw-in. Quickly taken. And fed back to Mullin now in the inside right channel. Mullin tries to pop the cross in. That's out for a corner. And I mean this again, not in a sneery way, but they are direct as anything, Wrexham. Whenever they get the ball, straight to Mullin. Out it went. Quick throw in. Just go. Make defenders defend. And they're winning set plays and putting a bit of pressure on Sheffield United in this one. It's another corner. Last one was wasted. Easy catch for Davies in goal. O'Connor's going to take this one from the right-hand side with the left foot. In it comes. Easy header from McElhenney. Oh, and he's rolled his man. And now here comes a counter-attack for Sheffield United. McElhenney travelling forward. Great run by McElhenney. Tries to slide it through to Doyle. Didn't get enough pace on it. And it is helped back. Looked like he was running through treacle on this pitch, poor guy. Basham. Osborne. Good game, this. McElhenney. Norwood. Doyle. Doyle smashes a shot in. Oh, keeper didn't see that until late. Parries it away. McElhenney knocks it back. Osborne crosses in to the place where McElhenney would have been standing if he hadn't have gone had to chase that and play it back. Good pressure from the Blades. Basham on the left wing. Back to McElhenney. Norwood knocks it forward. Bogle, the right wing back's popped up on the left wing. He tries to feed it through to Basham. In the end, it goes home from Cleworth. And it's up the other end. And they've held it again. The Wrexham forwards, to be fair, everything that's gone into them, they have chested it down, headed it down. They've done well on the first contacts. Palmer and Mullin up top. Ben, sorry I'm late. Just want to say love your content. Thank you so much, Ben. Very, very kind. Buy burger, says Tom. This may be the case. We'll see what transpires in the next couple of days. State of that pitch, Leon. Not great, is it? Here's Jefferson trying to get through behind Tozer. Tozer knocks it back to Howard, who boots it down the ground. Keep your comments coming, guys. 24 minutes, 22 on the clock. We're halfway through the first half, although there'll probably be five minutes, do you reckon? 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time, with all of that time that elapsed when the two Wrexham centre halves, Hayden and Tunnicliffe, both had to go off inside the first 10 minutes after Sheffield United had taken the lead with 1 minute gone. Ollie McBurney headering in Tommy Doyle's corner. Keep that chat going. Keep the debate moving. Leon doesn't look like he'll be too fussed to see the back of Berger. I think he's a very good player. He is one of those players, though, where you think if he played to his, not his max, but potential, let's just say, most weeks, you think he'd tear up the Championship, wouldn't you? Osborne. Norwood coming between the centre-backs to make the play. Sheffield United keeping hold of it. Amadodzic. There's one in the channel for Bogle. He was offside. Linesman waited for him to play the ball, which he duly did. And the flag went up. A big drone shot of the Wrexham Stadium there. I don't know what they got planned. That end behind the goal looks big enough to stick a stand and all kinds of buildings behind it as well. I'm sure if they do have this nice investment, that they may well be able to do just that. Here come Wrexham again. Ford down the right-hand side. He's got centre-half underlapping him there. Ford cuts inside. Shot came in from the edge of the box, was sort of charged down. When Sheffield United have cleared. And here's Jefferson on the right wing against O'Connor. Started in midfield, now playing centre-back. Jefferson, Doyle. Doyle crosses to the back stick looking for McBurney. Headed away. It's a clear foul by Bogle. Jumps in to the back of his man. D's nuts. All right, B Bloom. I am all good. Enjoying this, actually. Bit of a chaotic first 5 minutes with the goal and the 2 injuries. But when Wrexham have got the ball, they got it forward. They've got the forwards in the game. They've won some set plays. They've been in the game, with that being said. Doyle seems to do everything we need Berger and Norwood to do, get forward and create chances. Yeah, they all seem like identikit players, these like Man City loanees, don't they? That's why you see me getting McElhenney and Doyle mixed up. But yeah, decent player for sure. Ford. O'Connor knocked into the front. Oh, challenge in the box there. Doyle comes away with the ball. Be interested to see that one back. No real complaints from Elliot Lee. No, he wins it nice and clean. Well, I say he wins it nice and clean. There is some contact. But remember, as we say 10,000 million times on this channel, not all contact is a foul. Not all fouls are a yellow card. And not all bad fouls are a red card. Sliding scale, hoping Lyndon Dykes makes a quick and full recovery. Yes. Don't we all? Good luck, Lyndon. Love the lad. Makes the game look effortless. But he puts the work in. Miss him if he gets. I think we're still talking about Berger, are we? Can't argue that Doyle point, though. Yeah, fair comment. What are my opinions on Harry Corning? I like him, Annie. Always makes things happen for Luton whenever I've seen him play there. He's not quite Antoine Semenyo, is he? But, you know, shopping is shopping. And do you know what? Actually, Annie, I wrote about him in my Tribal Football column. Yeah, check it out, tribalfootball.com. Just type in championship. Jane Bogle's down, holding his face. I think Bogle's... Oh, actually, ouch. There is blood streaming from his nose. What a tackle. You love to see it. All the Man City Youth Academy players all have blonde hair. They're all very good on the ball, Ben, aren't they, as well? Bogle is down. I don't know. I didn't see any kind of foul. I guess like a flailing hand or whatever must have caught him in the face there. There was a fair bit of blood. They're showing the corner again now. They've got close. Maybe we're going to see a good bit of blocking. It's not a good bit of blocking, in fact. Tunnicliffe just loses McElhenney. Got injured 1 second afterwards, didn't he? I was expecting to see a Sheffield United player go right in front of Tunnicliffe and block him, but no. That easy. That was dirty. I'm going to Arsene Wenger that one, Liam. I didn't see it. Here we go with the BBC with yeah, replays. Yeah, we don't particularly. Oh God, what was it during the World Cup? One of the keepers got absolutely smashed in the face, horrible injury, and they decided to show us like frame by frame slow-mo replays of this horrible injury. Paul Heckingbottom's just getting some instructions on via Ollie Norwood. I'd like to make a guess that Jayden Bogle has probably got a kid and they were born on the 22nd of the 10th, 2021. Or something significant in his life happened then, because it's tattooed down his neck there. They're just stopping the nosebleed. Obviously taking a whack. You can see they learn from Pep. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they do. Iran. Oh, God, it's horrible, wasn't it? Iran goalkeeper, Benirevand. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was in that watch along. It's horrible, wasn't it? Not nice at all. There's nothing in it, was there? It's just a jump to head the ball away, but bang. Knee in the face. Ouch. I mean, Bogle's not going to be able to come back on until his nose has stopped bleeding. And if he's broken it, which he might have, ain't going to stop for a while, is it? Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1. McElhenney after 1 minute. Yeah, just a flying hand. Yeah, there was nothing in it, Daryl, was there? Who was the guy? It was J.K. Gordon yesterday for Carlisle. Caught someone with a proper elbow, didn't he? Come on, Wrexham. Thought that Ahmedhodzic and Bogle were bigger injury misses for Blaze than Berger. Well, that's probably true, actually. Yeah. Up the Millers. Put some ice on it in my... Yeah. Splash some water on it. Go on. Run up and down the touchline a couple of times. Back on you go. That's about the extent of my medical opinion. Is he back on, Bogle? I can't. No, he's not. He's still over on the touchline. So Sheffield United, a player down. There's a shot driven in from long range by Mullin. He won't add to his 27 goals there with shooting like that. There's Ryan Reynolds, the owner, watching it. If only the BBC showed us some more pictures of Ryan Reynolds. Hey, Christopher. Mark, any funny noises going from the studio? No, and if anyone's hidden anything in here, you're in trouble with suspicious noises coming out of it. Davies clears. Is Bogle back in? Pass. Have we seen Infantino yet? He's somewhere. Slap a wet towel on it. Hope he's okay. I'm sure he'll be fine. He's still getting treated, though, to be fair. The thing is, if it starts bleeding again and bleeds on his shirt, the ref will send him straight back to the side to change his shirt again. So, what is the worst ground you would visit? Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to denigrate a ground. I've been to some bad ones, put it that way. Imagine Deadpool playing football. Now that I'd watch, yeah. Get Deadpool on. What do I think of Blackburn this season? That's a very broad question. Ask me a more specific question about Blackburn. In very broad terms, they're very weird and have very quirky stats. If that's any help. Frank Lampard's Derby or Ryan Reynolds Wrexham. Absolutely. Roy Keane's Ipswich, everybody. Still need to get to the New York Stadium. It's really good, Tom, actually. I like the New York. Nice. No bad seats in there. You're nice and close into the pitch. Right size for Rotherham. I like going there, actually. The Shea Halifax. That's classic. Right, we're going to get a Ben Tozer long throw-in. Wayne Rooney's Everton. You'd love to see it. We're about to get Duncan Ferguson's Forest Green, of course, aren't we now? Poor old Big Dunk lost in the 98th minute on debut yesterday. I think it's going to be like the World Cup with 10 minutes. Yeah, this first half will be, Danny. You're right about that. Right, here comes Tozer. Lobs in another grenade into the near post. Basham heads away. Back out to Tozer. That's hilarious. Could have crossed it back in. Just lets it roll back. Wants to take another throw in. Tozer. Lobs it in again to the near post. I think it's Ahmedodzic. No, sorry, it's Egan who headed that one out. And here comes another one. Tozer lobs it back towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Was cleared out. Young tried to sort of do something with it, but couldn't sort his feet out. Out it goes. If you had to support and hate a Premier League team, who would it be? If I had to support a Premier League team, I'd just be a glory hunter. Whoever's top would do me. Is that allowed as an answer? 35-45 on the clock. Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1. Pretty entertaining, I have to say, in a very car crashy type way, this FA Cup tie. Sheffield United lead. McFadzean wins that in the left back area. Wins the throw-in, actually, as well. Stephen Gerrard's Aston Villa. Yeah. Jaden Bogle has got two massive, those cotton balls that your missus takes a makeup off. He's got two of them rammed up his nose. Missing Sander Berger in the middle. If he goes, we should get O'Brien from Fudge. Apparently, O'Brien and Toffolo, who were pretty much two of Huddersfield's, what do you reckon, 4 best players last season. Forest signed them both, and looks like they're both coming back to the champ on loan. Sure, there'll be plenty of takers. Went all the way to the playoff final, didn't they, with Huddersfield and Carlos Corberon, who is at West Brom, and probably they might be fairly keen to work with him again, you'd imagine. When we get to half-time, by the way, guys, we do Q&A and have a bit of a informal talk about what the hell you want. Oh, in comes across there to the back post. Mullin's there. Mullin knocks it, tries a give and go. Good interception there by Jefferson, back helping out. Here come Wrexham again. Forward in the 50-50 with Norwood. He wins that. O'Connor knocks it into Palmer, knocks it off to Mullin. Mullin hits the shot. Easy save by Davies. If Ipswich get promoted, who do you want to sign for the Championship first? Yeah, they'd need a few. Put it that way. It's a good question, that, actually. Team's fairly well balanced, so you have to improve, take out someone you liked already, I guess, but got to do it first, haven't they? I think Wrexham have been better side last 10-15. They put some pressure on, haven't they? Don't think Sheffield United have looked too troubled by it, though. Lewis O'Brien is good enough for the Premier League when he's played. Yeah, he's a good player. O'Brien. The problem is, and this will sound strange, I know he's at a Premier League team. The only way he's going to get a move to another Premier League team is not from a Premier League team where he's not playing. It would be from a Championship team where he's playing well. I don't think another Premier League team take him in that respect. Although I think Leeds United were interested in him a few times, actually, before he signed his new contract at the start of last season. I think Leeds, when Bielsa was there, had a bid. Osborne throws that into McBurney. Good hold by McBurney. Osborne. McAtee knocks it off. Back to Osborne. Basham tries to get round the side. Nice feet by Osborne. Basham. McAtee. McAtee knocks it back. Sheffield United just playing keep ball, just trying to draw Wrexham out a little bit. Egan goes all the way home to Davies, who boots it long. And Doyle gives away the foul. And Wrexham have the ball back. Surprised Ipswich have still got Luke Wolfenden. Yeah, he's decent, Wolfenden. He's stalled a little bit, but the last, I'd say, 14 months or so, he's been playing a bit more to his potential. Excuse me. Fingers crossed Corberon gets them both. What are we saying, Ewan? In 1987, Springfield Park, Norwich lost 1-0. I was stood behind one of the goals. Well, there you go. Blades happy for Wrexham to have the ball, not to exert too much energy. Well, it goes forward nice and quickly, Stephen, doesn't it? How's Ladapo been? He's been pretty decent, actually, Chollis. Good goal total. I mean, you know, if you support a team he's played for, that kind of flits in and out, but definitely a talent, isn't he? Thrown in short this time, actually, to Mullin. Toast didn't want that back to feet. He'd prefer it in his hands. Trying to make space for the cross. He's trying to win another throw, isn't he? Big lump. They've still got it, Wrexham. Jones. Oh, Jones has done well, actually. There's a little pull on the shirt by Jefferson there. Yeah, I tend to agree with the fans in the stand there. Not sure where else the fans would be, but you know what I meant. Jefferson close to just, as soon as he grabs hold of the shirt there, it's a free kick. I don't think he quite does. He's just kind of trying to stick a little bit of pressure on. Bogle's going to take the throw in. That nosebleed he got. Looks like it's stopped now. 41-20 on the clock. Wrexham 0. Sheffield United 1. Keep that chat going. Comment. We'll go to a full-on Q&A at half-time. You can see plenty of good topics popping up there every second. I love it. Good timing on Toffolo. Romano said he's set to sign for Anderlecht. Interesting. Who's Scott Parker the manager of? Is it Bruges? Anderlecht was Vincent Kompany's team. Maybe asking too much, but what do you think the board's reaction would be if Kieran McKenna doesn't get promoted? I think he would get the next season, Leon, but yeah, you'd have to start asking questions, given probably what we all think is quite a high budget. Wrexham aren't as Route 1 as I thought they would be. They're pretty Route 1, Stephen. So I don't know how Route 1 you thought they would be, but yeah, they've used that big front two well. Parker at Bruges, in Bruges, like Colin Farrell, many years ago. Great movie. Thoughts on Dan Barlaser to Borough? Yeah, I like it. Always liked him at Rotherham. Makes things happen. Always makes key passes. Good set play guy as well. Bogle tries the outside of the foot. Looking to play McAtee in there. Nice idea. Clipped into the front there for Mullin. Doesn't win it for once. And now there's a hole for Basham. Basham comes down the left-hand side. Bogle. There's a couple of times Jaden Bogle has popped up and gone all the way over the other side. Quality player, Barlaser. Yeah, he is decent, isn't he? I know that, say, Rotherham, he was their most creative player, so they'd let him do a lot. And obviously, it'll be spread out a bit more at Middlesbrough. But yeah, I like him. Some Man United youngsters to Ipswich. I'll take him. Corner comes in for Blades. Not such a good one there. Ollie McBurney is having a laugh about it. Falls over the advertising board there. Parker has already fallen out with the owners. How long till Parker falls out with the board? This week's second legs of League Cup semi-finals being played. This week, I think I'm all booked up this week. I'm going to be at Luton Cardiff on Tuesday night. And I'm guessing I've got to go to work on Friday night as well. So I'm guessing my evenings will be parenting for the rest of them. We'll try and get something done after the transfer window closes as well. Of course, Johnny Howson can have a rest. Wrexham been the better side. Can't get a rhythm at the moment. We seem to drop standards against lower division teams in the league. Just don't know why. They've tried to pass it around is what I mean. The Cody Drama Derby. What happens to the match vlogs? What do you mean? We'll throw some in. It's been very wintry, I have to say, lately. But yeah, we'll do one at Luton on Tuesday. Looking forward to getting down there. Charlie Cresswell to Coventry on a permanent. Welcome back to the Kenny. Yeah, looking forward to it. Oh, here comes Jefferson trying to get through. Oh, did that hit the keeper's hand? No. Jefferson was charging in behind there. I think keeper probably would have got away with a yellow for that one if he had, but he was way out on safari. Be interested to see a replay of that one. Out it goes. Howard's done the sweeper keeper thing a couple of times. It was Norwood who played the long ball. No, it doesn't. It's not close to being handball. Good play by Howard in a goal. Free kick to Wrexham. By the way, 7 minutes of stoppage time, which seems reasonable given all the stoppages. Bogle, who's had a fun half, has fouled. Not Callum McFadzean, not Kyle McFadzean. Yeah. Kiko on safari, right? Love it. Which championship player regrets going to the Premier League most? Spence Lewis Potter. I'm sure their accountants don't mind they went to the Premier League. Okay. Free kick comes in. Oh, shot driven in from the edge of the box there. Who was that? Was it Jones hit that one? Decent. No, it was Lee. Excuse me. Decent enough strike that. Looked like it would have troubled Davies, but just smacked one of the Blades defenders in the way. And it's another throw into Wrexham, which I think is going to be hurled up the line. Here it goes. Trying to get it into the front men. And hoofed up in the air there. And a foul by Palmer. Basham's clever there because he knows where Palmer is. And he kind of jumps over the top of him knowing it will look like a foul. Forgot Keane Lewis Potter existed. You can still find him at Brentford, right? Good player. That Wrexham game against Coventry was the final straw for Simon Moore. Damn. Don't like to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing young Louis Marsh come on for Blades. Keane Lewis Potter deadline day moved to Hull. Stranger things have happened, haven't they? Head on back to the club that sold them on loan. Nice, easy transition back. Another throw-in for Wrexham, which Jones is going to take. He's stolen a couple of metres and a couple more. And then throws it back into Cleworth. Tozer just boots it up in the air. Nicely won by Doyle. McBurney knocks it back. That's excellent from Doyle. Jefferson, can he sort his feet out? Yes. Jefferson behind McBurney, but McAtee's there. Osborne I think it was in the first place, actually. I think I miscalled him Doyle there. Lewis Potter, good at Hull, not so sure at Brentford. Hasn't happened for him yet, has it? Did this end up going out for a corner or a throw-in? I think it's another corner. Sheffield United had several corners in this half, haven't they? Norwood is going to take this one, not Doyle. And it comes from Norwood to the back stick, headed back by McElhenney, flicked header by Basham on the near post. Easy gather by Howard, who tries to boot that straight down the ground. It's done well, actually, to find Mullin. Mullin's done well. Mullin now. Mullin into the box. Can he get the shot off? Yes, he can. Straight at Davies. Best chance of the game for Wrexham. 50-50 there with Bogle. No foul given. And Mullin there, he got away from his man. And now Jefferson's coming forward for Sheffield United. Jefferson right through the middle. Jefferson done really well. Tozer comes across and covered. Jefferson had an easy ball there on for McElhenney. And Wrexham, best chance of the game for them there. Mullin did really well. Howard just booted the goal kick straight down to him and did really well. Mullin, not great from Bogle, was it? Just dives in and Mullin straight past him. The angle just a bit too, he's a bit too wide of the post, isn't he, to really test Davies. But there's the danger as we come up 50 minutes on the clock. Remember, 7 minutes stoppage time in this one in the first half. Here comes Jefferson. Blocked out. McFadzean given away there. Jefferson, he's had a good 5 minutes, hasn't he? They can't stick with him when he dribbles it. One back in the corner, though. Cleared away. Sheffield United win it straight back. Fairly dominant in this passage. Just that counter-attack, though, they gave away. Doyle tries to sort of bend in a long cross. Blocked out. It's going to be a throw-in to the Blades. Not heard anything about the takeover at the moment, making fans very nervous. Obviously, had to sell Berger to pay the bills and lift the embargo. We will find out. Wrexham could do with upgrading their floodlights. A bit dark in there. Actually, I might need to. Am I a bit dark here? Might need to turn. Actually, I can do that on the screen here. Should we go like that? There you go. And I'm a little bit brighter. Oh, here's another Wrexham counter now. Mullin, he's 1v1 with Egan. Mullin tries to go through. He hits the deck and the foul has been given right on the edge of the box. Out comes a yellow card. Mullin just banged it past Egan and hit the deck. I don't think denial of an obvious goal scoring opportunity there. It was given away, wasn't it? Basham tried to make the tackle. It went across to Mullin. No. Maybe he just knocks it too far ahead of him. Not a good tackle. Norwood's not really covering. I think the ref's got that right. I think it is outside and it is a yellow, not a red there. He's just knocked it too far ahead to then go on and take a shot, which would have been obviously a denial of an obvious goal scoring opportunities. But we do have a free kick for Wrexham, like this far outside the penalty box. And Mullin looks like he fancies it. Palmer, the big unit, is going and standing in the keeper's way as well. I reckon Paul Mullin's going to absolutely leather this. I don't think it's going to be a Scott Twine curler towards the top corner. I think Mullin's going to try and blast it through the wall. And to be honest, if he gets it past the wall, it's so close in that you wonder whether Davies will see it. Certainly a good chance here. It's going to be the last kick of the half, I think. We're up to 8 minutes past half time. Let's have a look. Here comes Mullin. Smashes it. Well done, whoever that was. I think it was Norwood. Takes one in the face. in the wall, and that should be half time. And I have to say, great stuff, really enjoyable cup tie. Sheffield United take the lead early in this one. Horrible start for Wrexham, who conceded the goal. Doyle popped the corner in. Pretty much 1 minute on the clock. McElhenney heads it in on the near post. Wrexham basically lost 2 of their 3 centre halves then within the first 8 minutes. Tunnicliffe and Hayden both going out injured, having to rejig things at the back. Couple of other chances. Let me just give you the numbers and you will see 54-46 in terms of the possession in Blade's favour. 8 shots to 5 actually to Wrexham there, and the XG is 0.6 to 0.29. So they've certainly been in the game. As you can see there, only 114 passes, plays 142. So the ball has definitely been going back and forth fairly quickly, let's just say. But I have very much enjoyed it. And I'm going to say it, guys. Proper cup tie. There we go. Right. Whilst Alan Shearer and Mark Hughes, that would have been a hard front two to play against. Whilst Alan Shearer and Mark Hughes talk on BBC, we will go to some half-time Q&A. Get yourself involved. Get some questions in. We talk about anything you want, wherever the chat takes us. Where I lay my head is home. There you go, in the words of Metallica. We will talk about whatever you like. So get your questions in at half-time in this one. And we'll get that moving. I'll waffle for a little while longer. So we can populate the chat with some questions and some comments. What are you saying here, Stephen? Luton, I feel we need to take games by the scruff of the neck. We are missing Lansbury. That does that. Maybe we need a ball-winning midfielder before deadline. Sounds good to me. Keep your questions. Good game to watch. Definitely something in this for Wrexham. Yeah, they've just... Mike, it's quite straightforward, isn't it? Got to get the ball into Mullin and Palmer nice and early and just try and turn the Sheffield United back 3. You don't have to have much possession to do that. Just test them, isn't it? Danny, Blade's been poor most of the first half. Got to be better in the second. May find it being an upset. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, Danny, where when they do get on the ball and they have a bit of time to knock it about, I know the pitch looks a bit crap as well, doesn't it? They look like they can create stuff. But to be fair to Wrexham, they're snuffing it out fairly well. Jefferson looks dangerous, doesn't he, running in behind, but haven't strung too much together. I think 0.29 on the XG says that. Words of Paul Young would have been good. I'm sure I've told my Paul Young story many times, Con. I met him in a petrol station in Elstree, I think. Possibly. Somewhere in North London. Anyway, it's very nice. Had a chat with him outside the petrol pumps. Took a picture. Very nice. If Blaze got promoted, Danny, do you think we could stay there with the squad we got? Danny, that's a hard no from me. I still think there's the remnants of Chris Wilder's squad in there, and some money would need to be spent, let's just say. Lee, if only we had a ball-playing midfielder. Who are you talking about? Berger? Norwood in there as well, who's one of the best ball-playing midfielders, but I think I know where you're going with that. Thoughts on Sorba Thomas to Blackburn? Presumably something. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to completely make this up, Wenlock. You would assume Mark Fotheringham and Sorba Thomas not going to be able to work together. I thought Sorba Thomas was brilliant for Huddersfield last season, worth it just for the set plays alone, wasn't he? But there we go. Performance yesterday, so bad. I rewatched the 4-year plan. That's classic, that 4-year plan, isn't it? Keep your questions coming in, guys, as we are in half-time here. Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1. We're in the half-time Q&A. If I can do a couple of real quick plugs, please hit that like button. Really, really helps me out in these streams. I know there's a lot of competition for watch-alongs and whatnot. So if you do hit the thumbs up button, it'll get recommended into more people's YouTube feeds, which really helps me. And also, if you wouldn't mind hitting subscribe, that would also help me out big style, and you want me to tell you what our running total of subscribers is. Here we go, 26,852. Can you imagine that? Nearly 27,000 if we can add another 150. So if you're not subscribed, even if you don't use YouTube like that, just hit the button. Helps me out. Nice vanity metric, isn't it, for me? Anyway, keep your questions coming here. Dave, what do you think Critchley needs to do to turn around? Players look disinterested, especially the loan players. I don't know. Good question. That if they're disinterested, I always stop short of saying players aren't trying, but sometimes they can look like they're not having it or they're not having the manager. I don't know, because he came in at Blackpool in the middle of a season and picked that right up in. Although to be fair, then COVID happened and then he did have a whole long time to train them, didn't he? So maybe he just does need a little bit of time, doesn't he? Yours, says Boss and Ghost. Am I doing a deadline day stream? Mike, I will not be doing a deadline day stream. I'm going to take the opportunity. First game for me for a long, long while. I'm going to be at Luton and Cardiff on Tuesday night. So going to go and watch that. We'll do some reaction on Wednesday. Let me know what sort of a video you'd like. Whether it's a top 10 transfers or something of that nature, grading of everybody's transfer window. We can do whatever, really. What else have we got here? Danny, be nice if you could do joint commentary with SUTV. I blooming love that. Give me a recommendation, hey? McAllister Bishop. Great name. Do you think Wrexham will win the National League? I have to say, I'm not massively knowledgeable. I know they've got the biggest budget, but I also think Notts County are good, aren't they? So it looks entirely plausible if they've got 12 out of 12 home wins, for sure. There we go. How many points do you think it'll take up to stay in the Premier League this season? It's low, isn't it, this season? 34, 35, something like that. Leeds v Sunderland, 50-year anniversary rematch. Still, come on. Oh, you want that in the next round, Carden? Right, I get it. Tracy, thanks for the commentary. Stuck in the US Virgin Islands. Can't get on can't talk, Tracy. There you go. ESPN Live. Wrexham, the GEL, the gel prevails. I don't know what that end bit means, but I appreciate you saying thanks for the commentary. Steve, hail, folks. Get your questions coming in. Anything you want to talk about during halftime? Any topics from yesterday? Any Premier League stuff? Any FA Cup stuff? Championship? League One? We're across all of it, really. A bit of a weird day yesterday, wasn't it? With no Premier League. I think 3 championship games weren't there. We were pretty full in League One and very full, weren't we, in League Two? So plenty to talk about in the EFL still. What else have we got here? If Wrexham don't get promoted, can't see how Parkinson survives. No, I agree with that. Leon. Want it in the final? Oh, okay. We'll get there first, Con, haven't you? So with Leeds and Sunderland as well. Stevenage having a lovely old time there. Jamie Reid on my screen. That's a great question. Do I think the Saturday 3 p.m. TV blackout should be abolished? Only if it's of benefit to the EFL teams. If they get a good deal on the TV rights being sold. Gel means gel. They play us in right. Got you. Don't think Klopp got much time left at Liverpool with them losing the end of the day. Do you think? I think he's done enough there to make his own decision, perhaps, but we shall see. Thoughts on Sean Dyche becoming a new Everton manager? Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? I'm sure they'll start keeping loads of clean sheets and be very hard to play against. And Michael Keane's still at Everton. Tarkowski, McNeil, there's a few old Burnley players there, isn't there? Steve, we need a sandwich to kill this one off. What does that mean? Oh, we need a second. There it is. Larry, Greg, excellent. Does Potter have A, any say, or B, any idea on what on earth Chelsea are buying these random players for? Does he have any say? Absolutely not, or very little. B, any idea what on earth they're buying the players for? Probably a bit more on B, but yeah, it does seem to be an odd situation with Chelsea at the moment and their lavish spending and incredibly long contracts. But there you go. Heard Wilder is favourite for the Pompey job. Oh, interesting bit of news. I believe, and I think this was said on TV, so I'm not spoiling anything. Danny Cowley's going to be on the EFL show next week. So I will try and weasel my way in and try and get some kind of interview at some point. But he was doing the early Championship kickoff. No, the League One kickoff. Who was it? It was Charlton and Bolton yesterday. Presumably he wants to just keep his face out there, try and get himself back into a job. But yes, should be interesting. Potter is a coach, not a manager. Yeah, maybe. The game has gone. Have you seen the pen for Stoke's third? Do you know what, Daryl? It was just playing on the BBC feed here, and I was concentrating on the screen here, and I took my eyes off it. So no, I didn't. I saw big Piagiani for Stevenage complaining. The good news is, if Stevenage conceded a dodgy penalty, I'm sure Steve Evans will take great delight in telling us all about it. So just go on the Stevenage YouTube and let me know what Steve Evans has got to say about it. Always an interesting one. Right, more and more. We've got more time to kill. Why are they not back from half time yet? We're a little bit behind in this one with the first half stoppage time. Keep your questions coming. Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1 in this one thus far. Sheffield United bossing it up at the top of the Championship. Wrexham bossing it up at the top of the National League. Both likely to be promoted. Vindaloo, any thoughts on where Gerrard and Lampard go next? You would think it'll be a Championship job, wouldn't it, for both of them? Do you see a Premier League team taking Gerrard or Lampard? I think they might have to prove themselves again in the Championship. Matt, legend, please, Wrexham, don't let it just be Coventry you're embarrassed. Yeah, it's looking a little bit that way, Matt, isn't it? But Matt would have first-hand experience of Wrexham, I'm sure. There's going to be a chance, isn't there? One of the two big lads up top, and Mullin. You wouldn't say it was a big chance, would you? But to be fair, we didn't get a replay of that free kick right at the end of the first half from Mullin. But I think they're gonna make a big chance now. Whether it's still 1-0 and they're still in the game at the point when they do, but I think it's going to happen, isn't it? And we'll just see if they can leverage that. Keep questions coming in, guys. Half-time Q&A business here. They're still doing interviews and whatnot on the pitch here, so we are a little bit more behind than we expected to be. Let me know who you would like to see your team get. Is your team still in the FA Cup? Let me know. Frank Lampard will go somewhere in Europe. Yeah, maybe so. Neither of them strike me as blokes who are just going to go, oh, well, that didn't go so well. I'm done. I'm finished now. You'd imagine they'll come back somewhere, don't you? So, and enough hints from both of them that they can do a job for somebody at some point, in spite of not doing so well in their last jobs at Everton and indeed Aston Villa. Stevie G to Aberdeen. Did he get sacked yesterday? I know his own fans were booing him. Is that right? Got to kill the game off. Bring Sharp on for Jebbo about 60 minutes. A proven striker who can bang it in net. He couldn't have sounded more Yorkshire. I assume you're from Yorkshire, Danny, if you've got a bang it in net. You love it. You love it. Right, it looks like we're good to go for the second half. They're just running their first half VT now. Leon, I think I wouldn't necessarily agree with you there. Lampard and Gerrard shouldn't get a sniff. I think they've done enough in their jobs to certainly get a sniff at championship level for sure. But it's all opinions. A Sombalonga, is that true? Is a Sombalonga coming back? You love to see it. Cracking northern accent. It's terrible, wasn't it? It was Peter Sallis doing Wallace and Gromit, wasn't it? Hey, not but okay. I'll take it. These guys sound like they're genuine Yorkshiremen as well. I don't want to upset them. Not in the FA Cup. I seem to be allergic to cup runs. Lampard and Gerrard should just become pundits. Shocking. All the Yorkshiremen are praising my accent. I'll take it. My softy southerner accent. There you go. Right. Jefferson and McBurney chatting away. So no sign of King Billy Sharp yet. Although we are getting Max Lowe by the look of it. Wenlock, the content on your channel the past month has been really good, in-depth looks, predictions. Are you enjoying it? Yes. I did feel I'd got a little bit repetitive. So I hope you're enjoying a few more sort of deep dives. And what I've done, Wenlock, I haven't put pressure on myself to, this has got to be out this day and this is go. Just, whatever's happening, have a think about it, try and get something out and, take a bit of time over it. So hopefully it's been good. Palace fan, do I think Sunderland will get playoffs? No, but I don't think they'll be far away. And I think they're good. But no, I think some wealthier teams will get in ahead of them. Purple Bungalow, great work as always. Thank you. I think Wrexham at least deserve a replay. They need to stick the ball in the net first. They're going to get one of them. But they've been in the game, haven't they? Yorkshire, born and bred. Sting in the arm, bit slow in the head. His words, not mine. Should be good, that Yorkshire accent. There you go. Mick McCarthy. That's a bit more like that, Leon, isn't it? Saturday, Tuesday. You'd rather be in the tent peeing out than out the tent peeing in. Right? I'll stop embarrassing myself. Please, nobody clip those bits. Still waiting for another championship. Actually, I think a Palace fan. I think that's quite a good idea, isn't it? We like those. Right. We are off and running in the second half. It's Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1. We'll give you a timestamp, hopefully at 46 minutes, but I'll promise that I'm going to do that. And then I will completely forget, of course. Who did Max Lowe come in for then? Again, paying too much attention to the chat. Maybe the BBC will show me a graphic or FootMob will catch up. Anyone know who Max Lowe came on for? See if I can figure it out just looking at the screen. Who was playing down the left for Blades? Was it Osborne? Although he pops up all over the shop, doesn't he? I'm sure we'll find out in just a jiffy, won't we? But we did see a sub made by the Blades. And they had a throw-in, which Jaden Bogle is going to take. Tosses that one down the line to McBurney, who thought he was going to win a corner. Cleared away. Here comes your time sink, guys. We're at 46 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. It's BBC One HD we are watching on. Has anyone got the answer? Thank you, Daryl and Danny. Oh, no, I've got two different answers. McAtee and Osborne. What does FootMob say? Come on, it hasn't updated yet. Can I see Osborne or can I see McAtee? Looks like, has Osborne moved into midfield? Maybe McAtee's good. So I think McAtee's gone off and Osborne's tucked into midfield from what I can see. Osborne's a nightmare if you ever go and watch Sheffield United, whenever they change system, because he can either be left back, left wing back, left centre back, central midfield, left wing, number 10, anywhere, can't he? Maybe not up front or anywhere down the right, but there you go, McAtee. Gonna miss having Mick on EFL commentary. Yeah, he's decent, Mick, isn't he? I did fall out with him a little bit in the end at Ipswich, but you got to love him, haven't you? Basham diving in there in the box. Goal kick. Jones tells the linesman to go forth and multiply to Foxtrot Oscar. Let's see if he was right too. No. He had about 3 touches there since Basham touched it. It was definitely a Blades throw. Right, we can do the teams now. We know what's going on. Sorry, let me scroll that up. As Davey's going to take this goal kick. Right, in goal for Wrexham, Howard. So Hayden and Tunnicliffe went off. Tozer is still in there. We had 2 subs coming in the first half. Clareworth is playing right centre-back. You can see it says O'Connor in midfield. He's playing left centre-back. Jones replaced him. And he's in midfield with Young and Lee. The wing-backs, McFadzean left, Ford right. Mullen and Palmer are 2 skyscraper blooming big units up top. You'd love to see it. For the Blades, Davies in goal, Ahmedodzic, Egan, Basham. Osborne is now playing in central midfield by the look of it, with Max Lowe playing at left wing back. Norwood, McAtee went out, so Doyle's the other midfielder. Bogle, right wing back, Jefferson, and the goal scorer, McBurney, up top. Here is McFadzean for Wrexham down the left. Crossing chance, doesn't take it up. Lee, nice feet. Lee goes again. Can he cross it? No, blocked out by Doyle. Lee knocks it inside. Shooting chance here. Driven goalward, Spill. Oh, it's a huge chance. Big save by Davies. Oh, can they force it in? Another one. It's picked up in the air. How have they not got that into the back of the net there? Wrexham. Oh, goodness me. There was two really big chances in there. Oh, let's have a look at the replay. Goodness me. So Lee knocks it inside. The shot comes in from the edge of the box from Young. It's not good from Davies. There's a touch then. There's two shots blocked, one from Cleworth, and then it gets knocked over to the side. I can't quite see who had the other shot. Jesus. Tozer lobs the long throw and it's going to fall goalwards. And yes, they have put it in. Wrexham get the equaliser. Jones, the substitute. They should have scored a minute before. They have scored now. The long throw in causes havoc again. And Wrexham have got the equaliser. 1-1. Game on. Jones, the scorer. Get your comments in. Oh, goodness me. What a breathless minute or so there. It's absolute chaos in the box there. Oh, look, there's Ryan Reynolds on the TV again. He's loving it. I'm not surprised. Jones, the substitute, just kind of hooked it in. Tozer from the long throw. No surprise there. It's just headed on. Is it actually a Wrexham head? Let's have a look. No, it's not. I think it comes off McBurney, actually. Let's have a look. I think that hits McBurney in the face and goes perfectly for Jones to just hook that one. To be fair, Jones takes it well. He manages to hook it to the other side of Davies in goal. And it is Wrexham 1, Sheffield United 1. Jones, formerly of Lincoln City and crew, very experienced, seems to have played a good couple of hundred games in his career, Jones. And it is 1-1. Game on. Let's have a look at the comments. Should be an awesome second half. Oh, here come Wrexham again. Now, Jones. Oh, there was an easy pass on there. He didn't quite make it. Did he? We're all Wrexham fans now. I'm neutral, I promise. Wrexham's XG is over 10 after scramble. Yeah, right. Got to bring the big guns on now. Yippee. Thank you, Shanks. Had to pray. Up the X. There you go. Distribution by Davies. Shocking. Woof. We have an equalising goal in here. Wrexham 1. Sheffield United 1. Paul Heckingbottom doesn't look too panicked, but they do need to get control of this. Fantastic. Great. Yeah, I completely lost it, Purple Bungalow. I didn't know what was going on, especially in that first scramble. And even the goal, actually, when you look at it, the Wrexham centre-half jumps, misses it. I think it then just smacks McBurney in the face, bounces down for Jones, who, to be fair, does do well to kind of swivel around and hook it in. It's Wrexham 1, Sheffield United 1. Top of the National League, plays pretty much top of the Championship, second place. Sheffield United, you do the maths, 24, 48, and another 23. What's 48 at 23? 71, is that right? Teams in between them, if I've done my maths correctly there. Here come the Blades, though. Ahmedodzic sticks that into the box, headed away. Oh, big clearance there, chasing in behind. Good play by Davies. This is absolutely lunatic pace, this one now. If you're Sheffield United, you want to keep hold of the ball. Come on, Wrexham. 2 of Wrexham goals against us came from Tozer's long throws. They love it, don't they? Bring Ndiaye on. Yeah, God, if they're scared of Jefferson's dribbling, then they're going to be even more scared. XG of 0.82. I think it's just gone up, Annie, to 1.2. They have made chances by dropping that ball into the box. Can you imagine being a Wrexham fan, supporting your local club When a Hollywood billionaire buys your club and you go on a historic run, you love it. Ahmedhodzic knocks that out for a throw-in. And I think we all know what's about to happen, don't we? Ben Tozer's going to come up and the pressure is going to persist. The long throw is going in the box, isn't it? And they scored from the last one. Tozer dries off the ball. He's going to hurl this one in again. Can he get a nice flat one from this angle? He doesn't want it to be too loopy. Plenty of players in the 6-yard box. Tozer dummies the short one. Here he comes. Lobs in the long throw, headed away, volleyed back in by Lee. Reasonable connection in terms of the power, but puts it well wide. Actually really smashes it, doesn't he? No control over it, though. What is Paul Heckingbottom going to do, I wonder? Let me just bring the Blades bench up. BBC are telling us 13 attempts to 5. XG in front of my eyes says 1.31 Wrexham, 0.28 Sheffield United. But Jefferson's trying to get through, headed back and gathered by Howard in goal for Wrexham. Nice long ball forward, looking for Palmer. Cleared away. The bench for the Blades then. Low already in. Billy Sharp and Iliman and Jai. You would think might be likely candidates. Louis Marsh, Koulibaly, Robinson, Sackdev. I think that's Fotheringham hidden underneath there. Forgive me if I've missed anyone more significant for outfield positions. Palmer tries to dribble into the box. This is quite a way to play for Wrexham. They love it, don't they? It's Pulis moonlighting as their throwing coach. Yeah, we can blame Mike Duff and Cheltenham for Ben Tozer's long throw-ins. Can't be. Oh, into the box goes Mullin. Oh, yeah, too many touches there and they got it away. And that's probably going to be a yellow card. Very cynical foul on Jefferson there by Young. Jefferson was getting away. Surely referee Whitestone has got to pull out the yellow for that. And indeed, he does. He knew what he was doing there. They haven't been able to keep with Jefferson on any of the counter-attacks, have they? And Luke Young has been yellow carded. Rory Delap. There's another person I met in a petrol station. That was after a Stoke game, though. Doesn't matter how famous you are. Everybody needs petrol. And even if you've got a driver, you're still going to need to go in there and buy a Pepsi Max or something, aren't you? Which I was inevitably buying. Ahmedhodzic has his ball forward charge down. It's going to be a Blades throw-in. 56-23 on the clock. And here is the fat lad from Sheffield, the goal machine, Billy Sharp and Iliman and Jai. So I'd imagine he's going to pull the two forwards off, Jefferson and McBurney, the goal scorer. No, Ben Osborne's numbers come up. What is going down here then? Are we going to get a front three here for Sheffield United? Let's see. And Jai's on. Who's coming out for Sharp? This could just be balls to the wall, attack, attack, attack. Nobody wants a replay type for football. We will find out. Now, McBurney has come out. They just showed his goal again. Early in the game, that one. So not entirely sure how they're going to play this. I suppose they go to a back four. Although I don't know who's going to play left back. Maybe Basham will play left back. Egan and Ahmedhodzic centre backs. Bogle right back. I guess Sharp has to play down the middle with Jefferson one side and Dye the other, unless Dye plays as number 10 or something. Let's have a look. No, it looks like they're still playing a back three. Or are they? Oh, no, maybe... No, Bogle's definitely playing wing back, isn't he? We'll keep an eye on this one. Who's going to play left wing back? Yeah, it looks like Ndai's fairly central. So maybe they haven't changed system. We just need to figure out who the left wing back is. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is Max Lowe, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. He came on at half time. There you go. Cleared away by Egan. So Sheffield United, and I suppose it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? If Wrexham are direct, which they are, what are you really losing by taking a guy out of central midfield and sticking a number 10 in? Especially when it's Iliman Ndiaye, who's very good and very dangerous. If they want to, Wrexham could really outnumber Sheffield United with Norwood's a very good player. He's not mobile, though, is he? In central midfield. But I suppose Heckingbottom and McCall have said, well, they don't play through midfield, although they are now, or counter-attacking through midfield. Lee made a good run. McFadzean, here's Mullen on the left wing. Mullen, decent cross into the near post, cleared away. So let's hope we just get a basketball match now with neither side wanting a replay. Although there's been loads of draws in the FA Cup and there's going to be loads of replays. Do I think Wrexham could be in the Championship within 5 years? It depends on the investment, but I'll speak from first-hand experience. League One ain't easy. Tozer lobs the long throw in again. Headed down. It's going to fall for Tozer on the edge of the box. Steps inside. He's got no acceleration. Manages to muscle his man off. Tozer! Oh, hits the shot. Deflects really close. And I think Davies was not getting that, was he? Looked like it was going in the corner. Starts to curl back. Oh, it's wider than I thought it was, to be fair, but it is arcing back towards the goal. Corner to Wrexham, who have been good on their set plays. Here it comes, right-footed near post. Oh, and it's into the back of the net. Oh, it's 2-1. Wrexham have come from one down. They now lead 2-1 in this one. The corner just bounces back. I think O'Connor's put it in. And the National League side is beating the Championship side. What is going on? Wrexham 2, Sheffield United 1. This smells like an upset. Get your views in the comments. Set play bombed in, not very well dealt with. And O'Connor, who's played central midfield, centre back, has now played goal scorer, and he sticks it in the back of the net. It's not even that great a corner. Davies and Sharp getting each other's way. Should Davies come and get it? I think he probably should. I think that's what Billy Sharp is saying to him. He's not looked convincing all match, Davies, has he? And they make it easy, don't they? No one gets a decent first contact. I think what Sharp is trying to say to Davies is just come out and catch that. That's your ball. It bounces off Sharp's chest. And O'Connor just half volleys it in with the left foot. And it is 2-1. How about that? Blades are hanging on here. Not anymore, sadly. Goodness me. There you go. They've only gone and done it. Breathing out. This team has some magic skills. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Hats off to Wrexham. Deserved lead. Could be too soon. That's a fair point. Long way to go. There's the great Mickey Thomas who scored the goal to beat Arsenal in Wrexham's most famous cup upset. The goal reaction was great, wasn't it? Hit the like button and shows very well. Absolutely, Greg. But you've got to be excited. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I smell an upset. Wrexham 2, Sheffield United 1. The National League side have the lead. They've come from behind. There's a foul there. McFadden is just trying to keep hold of the ball. Wrexham, the Giant Slayers. I think Blaze needs some of this Ryan Reynolds magic dust. Great stuff. Yellow cards coming out from referee Whitestone. Tommy Doyle's been booked. I don't know what for, because he's won the free kick. Some kind of reaction. Oh, no, it wasn't him who was fouled. Just had a little nick at McFadden's ankles there. I think they've both got yellow cards. Cut, drama, bro. You love to see it, Rich. Rich will be with me on the Blue Monday podcast at 8 p.m. tonight. The Ryan Reynolds fairy tale might live on. It is at the moment. Wrexham fans are loving it. They're celebrating every slide tackle like it's like it's a goal at the moment. Dearie me. The Blaze can't handle the weird lighting. Not so sure about that, but there you go. Klopp to Wrexham next. We'll see. It's getting quite feisty out there now. McFadden's committed another foul down the left-hand side. Heckingbottom and McCall. Well, they kind of made their move, haven't they? They brought Max Lowe in at half-time. They've taken a man out of midfield and stuck the number 10 on. Here's Billy Sharp down the right. Sharp tries to put the cross in. Spoons up, bounces in the box. Spin and a hit by Jefferson. It's going to fall to Norwood, edge of the box. Hits Sousa. Norwood again, and he sticks it into the back of the net with the left foot. Sheffield United equalise again. This is tremendous stuff in the FA Cup. I don't think I've ever seen Ollie Norwood kick the ball with his left foot, let alone score a goal with his left foot. Norwood gets the equaliser. Sharp working it down the right-hand side. Wrexham couldn't quite clear it. Norwood, one of only two central midfielders now, as opposed to the three, gets up into the box. He has one shot that's cleared by Tozer and then very coolly just kind of passes it in with the left foot. Wrexham 2, Sheffield United 2. We had a few predictions pre-game for 2-2s and 3-2s and whatnot. Some of you are going to be right. Worth did say 2-all. Party poopers. Oh, you love it. There we go. Hold that thought. 65 gone. Wrexham 2, Sheffield United 2. 3 goals in the first 20 minutes of the second half. Great stuff, this. Classic FA Cup, balls to the wall fair, this. Ahmedodzic. More goals, methinks. I hope so. I'm loving it. No replays allowed. Win it within 90 is what I say. Ahmedodzic powers over halfway. Little ball inside to Ndiaye. You know what it's like when these games get stretched. You know more chances are coming. If it stays the way it is at the moment, which is complete carnage. Ndiaye, lovely feet, dribbles forward. Ndiaye, step over, inside. Ndiaye, what a run. Ndiaye still got it. Ndiaye hits the shot. Don't think it takes a deflection. It's a hell of a run by Iliman Ndiaye. We said they couldn't handle Jefferson's dribbling. They're certainly not going to be able to handle Ndiaye's. Lovely feet, lovely balance. Does it take a deflection? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Should be a corner. Ndiaye laughs. A bad decision, that, isn't it? 17 goal contributions, say the BBC. Looked like should have been a corner, that one. 66:49 on the clock. Wrexham 2, Sheffield United 2. Oh, did it hit Bogle? Okay, understood. I knew it hit somebody. Missed both goals because of a power cut. It's no good, is it? It's been great here. Spool it back. You'll see our reactions. Jefferson cuts inside from the left. Jefferson arriving is Bogle, who's been, let's see Bogle's heat map for this game. He's been absolutely all over the place, hasn't he? And Sheffield United strikers realise, well, I think they knew already, they just needed to get on the ball, that Wrexham can't cope with any dribbling at the back three, can they? And Ndiaye at championship level, let alone against the National League team, causes havoc with his dribbling at the best of times, doesn't he? 2-2 in the FA Cup. 4-3 incoming. I'd love it. Give us some more goals. The ball is with Howard, the Wrexham keeper. And for about the first time in 15 minutes, the game just kind of stops for about 10 seconds. Howard launches it long. It's going to be a Wrexham throw. Don't worry, too far back for Tozer to lob it in. Surely. It's just inside halfway. I've thrown it down the line though. Maybe they're trying to win one further up. I remember Neil Warnock's Cardiff doing that. Take a long throw from inside your own half to try and win a long throw in the other half to throw in the box. O'Connor, second goal scorer. Lee. What's going on? We stopped for some reason. Referee Whitestone is headed over to talk to the managers, is he? I've absolutely no idea why we've stopped. Referee Whitestone's trying to usher the players away. He's talking to the fourth official, which means somebody might have done something they shouldn't have. What's happening here? Did the BBC catch it? Fourth official's having a word. No VAR in this game. Referee covering up his mouth, having a chat. I wonder if someone's about to get a red card. He's gone to his pocket. The pen's coming out. What's going on here? Who's he going to speak to? I think someone might be about to get red carded, and I've got no idea why. Dan Jebison has been red carded. The Sheffield United striker has been sent off. I have no clue why he's been red carded. It's obviously some kind of violent conduct, serious foul play business. The BBC's producer, director, is scrambling and trying to find some footage of this. Red card, Sheffield United. Rhian Brewster is just walking Jebison away. Why has he been red carded? Paul Heckingbottom looks as confused as me. Fourth official seen him do something. I can only think it must be violent conduct, but I don't know why. Ah, right. Have we got some kind of a replay here? Looks like it's on halfway. It's with Tozer. They've not got a very good angle. They're looking at the camera that's hung behind the goal. Ah, this might give us a better look. That won't be it. I think it's what happened just before. I think just as Norwood was having it, Tozer's complaining about like some kind of a knee. It won't be the arm. If it is the arm, they've got that badly wrong because that wasn't violent conduct. I think something possibly happened before. I saw no violent conduct in the replay the BBC have shown. So if something's happened before, maybe, but I'll reserve judgment until I see anything that vaguely resembles violent conduct. Be a big ban as well for Jebison as well. He'll get 3 games for that unless it gets overturned, of course. I'll reserve judgment. But what we do know, Sheffield United, as per the fourth official, are down to 10 men. Fourth official has to be... Well, that's a good point, Rich, yeah. Fourth official must have seen it close. Just compliment it. Honestly, Danny, I think we can give the ref a pass on that one. I think the ref would have said to, as Richard said, the conversation will have gone, what did you see? Blah, 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 on blah, blah, blah. Was it violent conduct? Yes or no? And if it's yes, he's just got to take his word for it and bring out the red card. So it's on the fourth official for sure. In comes another Tozer. Long throw gathered by Davies. What a match. They have a red dot now. No, I think they've had round red cards for a long time, haven't they? All right, here we go. That can't be it. There must be something beforehand. There must be something more than that. If Jefferson's been sent off, that's going to be overturned, guaranteed, for what the BBC are showing. Otherwise, that's a truly atrocious decision. If it's that, I haven't seen anything. And the first replay they've shown is from behind the goal. There seemed to be something before Jefferson runs past Tozer, but it's not violent conduct in the slightest. Oh, here comes Palmer trying to get through the middle. Lee slides in on Ahmedodzic, catches him. First time I've seen a round card. Oh, no, plenty of round cards just in. Well, controversial. First time I've ever seen the fourth official make a red card decision that wasn't a manager or coach. Apparently, in the World Cup final, the Zidane one was the fourth official, but we all know that a camera in the sky. Absolute joke, got to be rescinded. Well, Daryl, if it's for what the BBC have shown, it's just not a red card at all, is it? You're looking for violent conduct. You're looking for a strike, or an intended strike, or headbutt, something of that nature, and just running past someone there must be something more that the fourth official's seeing. If not, he's going to be in trouble from the PGMOL. Not the right decision. Ref got 10 quid on red. Can't wait to get good old Shearer's opinion. Prepare for the very long speech. In mobile phone footage, volleyed him in the calf. There's got to be something more, hasn't there? Just the BBC haven't got it yet, have they? It can't be just running by someone and wafting your arm at them like that. That's never enough for violent conduct. Tozer was saying he was, he's kicked at me. So there we go. And Jai tries to poke it through, looking for Sharp. Howard comes out and grabs it. Watching the game, nothing happened. And the fourth official wants his glory on live TV. He got it. He got it for sure. He might be in trouble if that was it, though. Egan wins it back. And it's out with Ahmedodzic. The funny thing is, since the red card, Wrexham look a bit overawed now, don't they? Sheffield United have had the ball pretty much entirely since it went 10 versus 11. Ford knocks it down the line for Wrexham. They've switched it to O'Connor. They've got the man advantage now. The only thing I will say is the way that Wrexham were playing, the man advantage isn't really a thing because they don't try and find the space. They're kind of direct, aren't they? The fix is in. That's Justin's words, not mine, allegedly. Proper dampened down a good tie. It has a little bit, actually, strangely. Again, the Hollywood fix, that's Matt's words, not mine. In comes across the near post. Egan heads it away. Oh, headed back into the box. Doyle clears it. Before that footage, looked like a click in the back of the leg. Yeah, they haven't shown that angle again, have they? That was the first thing I saw, but there you go. Contentious moments can be funny. I can't get on board with any allegations of that type, but your freedom of speech right to suggest it in the comments will be respected by myself here. Twitter's still none the wiser on Jefferson. Someone in the crowd, surely on the mobile phone, will stick it on Twitter. When I cook dinner, 1-0 Blades. You missed 3 goals and a red card. It's no good, John. No good. What we do have is a Ben Tozer throw, and apparently kicked it. That's what I thought I saw out here from this camera you see him right now on the BBC, which is the penalty box camera from the other end, was strangely the best angle I've got. Right, Tozer throws in another grenade, headed goalwards by O'Connor, who scored the second Wrexham goal to give him the lead. Norwood then equalised, of course. Apparently, exactly. That goal line footage. I'm surprised the BBC haven't gone back to that to see it again. Will the fourth official keep his job? Well, on the basis of the footage we've seen, he'll be in trouble. I don't believe in kind of cancel culture and sacking people for making a mistake. I think we try and help them to do better. But yeah, if that's it, it's not a great decision. Palmer trying to get through. One back by Basham. Has kind of taken the sting out of it now, hasn't it? And Jai. Amidodzic carries it forward, the big centre-back. Bogle outside of the foot. Nice ball into Norwood. Norwood holds it up. Doyle. Fair play to Sheffield United. They've got 5 players in the box there. And they've got 10 men. And they're away in an FA Cup tie. So there could well be another goal in this game, judging by how Sheffield United are approaching it. Was it Reading that did well with the long throw-in? Oh, many teams have. Aaron Gunnarsson. Woof. Footage from behind the box. Looks like a tangle, maybe an elbow. It looked way more than we saw from the second replay. But BBC aren't showing it, which is odd. Sambalonga has rejoined Watford. Was he ever at Watford? Look, everyone, there's Ryan Reynolds, who's now got more screen time in this game than President Infantino got during the entire World Cup. I mean, he's very handsome, Ryan Reynolds. I'll give him that. More so than President Infantino. Long goal kick by Howard as we come up 80 minutes. They love the Ryan Reynolds pan on the camera. They want Ryan Reynolds, giving Ryan Reynolds his Palmer into the box. Palmer, chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, did it go in? He's trying to appeal the goal. Another shot there from Lee. Oh, how close was that? Smashed against the bar by Palmer. Here comes Billy Sharp up the other end. Ndiaye now. Sheffield United got 2 over. They got both. Oh, he didn't get his head up there. Ndiaye, he has won it back. We need to see a replay of that shot by Palmer. Smashed it against the bar. A Watford Academy product. I did not know that, Annie. Good stat. My wife says I look like Reynolds at 80. Take it. Crossed in. Davies grabs it. Come on, BBC. Shows a replay of Palmer's strike against the crossbar. How close was this? I suppose there's no goal line tech at Wrexham, is there? Here's the touch. No, it doesn't. It's not close to being in, is it? Smacks the bar and comes down away. Handball shout actually against Amidodzic in the build-up. He does well, actually, Palmer. Sorts his feet out. Smashes it towards the top corner. Hits the bar. And bounces down. Wow. Well, hopefully it's going to pick up now. All went a little bit limp, didn't it, after the very strange red card. Again, I preface that by saying on the basis of the footage we've seen, which isn't really anything. Excuse me. Palmer, Wrexham, putting a bit of pressure on again. Young. Ford. Across he goes to Tozer. Most consecutive passes surely Wrexham have had in the game here. Lee turns it around the corner. O'Connor puts the cross in low. Cleared by Egan. Twitter saying red card because of kicking out. Yeah. I wish they'd show us that hanging camera behind the goal again. That seems to see something. It's like in the playoffs when they kept panning to David Johnson. Yeah. They used Ryan Reynolds' iPad to look at the replay. Throwing comes in long from Tozer. Headed back towards the edge of the box. Sharp gets something on it and gets his body in the way. Tries to slip it through to Ndiaye. And back it goes to Howard. Here's Tozer. Lee. Clips that one forward. Poor ball. Easy for Bogle. Here's Palmer again. Oh, nice little one around the corner. Cross comes in low all the way across the box. Neither of the two penalty box strikers that Wrexham have been trying to service all game were attacking that area then. Who's number 18 and when did he come on? This is another thing I've missed. Dalby. Sam Dalby. Did not see him come on. Anyway, 2-2, 10 versus 11, but both teams are trying to win the game, which makes it very entertaining. Ahmedhodzic knocks that one forward, and Jai, good hold. Oh, lovely feet by Jai. Here's Bogle. Sharp trying to find space. Bogle trying to find Sharp. Ooh, curls it across the box. Unlucky. Cleared away to Norwood. Norwood knocks it back into Sharp. Sharp tries to hit a very ambitious shot. Easily gathered by Howard. 84-22 on the clock. Great game this. Wrexham 2. Sheffield United 2. McElhenney after 1 minute. Two of Wrexham's 3 centre-backs got injured in the first 8 minutes. They had to replace both of them, rejig. Second half, things went mad. Wrexham equalised and then took the lead. Then Ollie Norwood equalised for Sheffield United to make it 2-2. And then Dan Jebison has been sent off for either nothing or something off the ball that the cameras haven't yet managed to show us. Which doesn't mean it didn't happen. We just haven't seen it. Mullin plays that to Dalby. Kind of got front three on now, Wrexham, haven't they? Oh, now Mullin, huge chance! That surely is the winner! Dalby got down the right-hand side. He played it into Mullin. Mullin took a touch. I think he put it through Davies' legs. And it is 3-2 to Wrexham. Wow! What a match. Get your comments in. Wrexham take the lead. Fair play. They went to a front three. And are they going through to the 5th round? 5 to go. Wrexham have taken the lead. They had the lead previously. That only lasted a couple of minutes. Mullin, the danger man, 27 goals already this season, has got the lead. Mickey Thomas in the crowd is saying, don't mess it up. Hold on to the lead. And it was just a counter-attack. It's a good ball by Mullin in the first instance to Dalby, the substitute. Comes inside. Yeah, and they just don't track Mullin's run into the box. He takes a touch. Pretty much hits it through the keeper, doesn't he? With the right foot. Yes, right through Davies' legs. The Blades keeper hasn't been convincing today, has he? And that's pretty symptomatic of the way he's played. Not wanting to pile in on him. In fact, it's a double nutmeg. Is it Ahmedhodzic who closes him down through his legs, through the keeper's legs, into the back of the net? Wrexham 3, Sheffield United 2. And if you haven't seen enough of him on camera, there is Ryan Reynolds to celebrate the goal. Get your comments in. More Ryan Reynolds in the 5th round. 2 nutmegs, double megs. Go on, yes, not good from Davies. Wow is the word, gosh. There's only one Ryan Reynolds. Should be as illegal to be as beautiful as Ryan Reynolds. Ahmedhodzic, who's just had a goal smashed in through his legs, has just been substituted. So another sub. I did not quite see who came on. Was it Koulibaly? Someone tell me. The BBC are not too quick on the uptake with these things, I have to say. Neither am I know. Sheffield United need an equaliser. It is Koulibaly. Number 17 has come on in midfield. I don't know what. It must be, what? I've still got 10 players. Like a 3-3-3 they're playing now, I guess. 4-2-3 would be more likely, wouldn't it? They wouldn't go to Three at the back. Bogle's there. Oh, maybe they have gone to three at the back. Classic. You love it. Mullen is having an amazing season. He's been banging them in. He was at Cambridge, wasn't he? And he scored loads of goals in League Two. And then dropped down to the National League to play for Ryan Reynolds, Wrexham. Easy for you to say. Headed out. Sheffield United throw 88-16 on the clock. Can we get a split screen? Yep. Reynolds cam. I like it. Do you remember that on Sky? Player cam. Just stick it on Ryan Reynolds. Koulibaly. It's knocked across to Norwood, who goes long. Little flicked header on, but that's going to go all the way through to Howard, who gets the foot on that, and he's going to wait for Billy Sharp to come across before he picks it up. Kill a little bit of time. So the two questions here are, have Chelsea made an offer for Mullen, and is Ryan Reynolds man of the match? I don't know who on earth the man of the match is. I bet Mullen will get it now. He scored the winner. It's not been the type of game defined by one person's quality. It's just been utter chaos, hasn't it? Oh, are they in behind again here? Could they get a fourth? No. It was Dalby came in off the right-hand side. Never really looked like he was in control of it. There's just chances galore here. Hit was it Basham on the back? And yeah, it's a terrible finish in the end, isn't it? Just blazes it over. He's holding his left ankle as well. I hope he's not hurt, although it is the time of the match. Yeah, BBC have just, as we predicted, given Paul Mullen the man of the match. We're coming up 90 minutes now. I think Dalby's all right to continue. How much stoppage time? Definitely going to be a second Netflix series. Yeah, and I wonder which afternoon most of the footage is going to come from. Put it that way. We're hearing here first, Chelsea, Sam has confirmed Chelsea have signed Ryan Reynolds on an 8-year contract. Foul on Elliot Lee, who's collapsed to the ground. He's going to be a yellow card for Jayden Bogle. Feels like that's been coming for about the last 70 minutes, doesn't it? Bogle's had a good fun battle up and down that right-hand side, hasn't he? Just takes one for the team there. 7 minutes of stoppage time. And we've played 47 seconds of it. Brilliant FA Cup game, this one. Chelsea have hijacked Grimsby's move for Paul Mullen. I'm not going to tell you who's on my screen as we cut back to the football match we're all supposed to be watching. Mullen holds it up, knocks it back into the centre halves. Hoisted forward and headed clear by Basham. Koulibaly. Doyle. Nice one round the corner. Bogle. Decent slide tackle by Elliot Lee, who celebrates the slide tackle. Wrexham fans refusing to give the ball back, of course. Jayden Bogle's yelling at them. He really needs to not get himself sent off here. 91:45 on the clock. So 5 and a bit minutes of stoppage time to go. Basham. Egan. Down the line to Bogle. Little step over. Bogle and Jay. 1v1 with O'Connor and Jay hold. Steps both ways. O'Connor gets the foot in. Throw in to the Blades. 92:13 on the clock. Norwood's going to take the throw. No, he's not. Bogle is going to take the throw. Blades gung-ho should be the game plan. Amen. Bogle. Koulibaly. Heavy touch. Does well to hold it, though. Bogle, nice little step inside. Good work. Bogle. Oh, lovely feet. Still Bogle. He's gone all the way from right to left. Bogle tries to find Koulibaly. He's going to keep it in. Yeah, he's done well. Oh, nice dummy. Right, crossing chance now for Doyle. Good ball in, glancing header. Oh, trance. He's put it wide, and Jai, and you'd have wanted Billy Sharp on the end of that rather than Jai. It was really well worked by the Blades. Great cross by Doyle. Oh, he needs to do better with that, doesn't he? Just glances it round the far post. 93-10 on the clock. 7-minute stoppage time to play. Wrexham 3, Sheffield United 2. Howard taking his sweet time with the goal kick. Here's Doyle. Plays into the channel for Sharp. Sharp. Oh, Sharp's done really well there. Surely that's a foul, isn't it? I'm very surprised he hasn't given that. Looked like Billy Sharp had proper... he's won the corner, hasn't he? Proper suckered O'Connor in there. It is going to be a corner to the Blades. Egan's up. Basham's up. Doyle is going to take it. First action of this game with Sheffield United scoring from a corner. In it comes to the back stick. They've equalised. Oh, wow. Of course they've equalised. This ridiculous game has a 6th goal. John Egan arriving on the back stick, smashes it in with his left foot. And in the 94th minute, it is 3-3. What a match. Just an absolutely brilliant FA Cup tie, this one. Egan on the back post. Let's have a look at the replay. Doyle put it in. I think it just like shins it in, doesn't he? Literally just bundles it in. Worst technique you'll ever see on a half volley ever, but who cares? Egan, who's lost him on the back post there? It's Ford. He's going to be apologising to his teammates there. And in off the shin from John Egan to make it 3-3. Head in hands there, Elliot Lee. It wasn't him who lost his man, but it is 3-3. Incredible 95th minute equaliser. Credit to both teams. Sean Bean saves the day. Goodness me. Extra time coming. Alas, no. Replay coming. Take that back. Get in. What a game. Absolutely tremendous stuff. Throw into Tozer. There could still be another goal in this one. We got 90 seconds of the minimum stoppage time left. It's 3-3. Tozer launches the long throw in. Out it goes. Ford heads it back. Lee puts it in the mixer. It's going to go out for another throw in. And we all know who's going to trot over there and take it. 96 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Mullin drives the ball for Tozer. In theory, because of the goal, will probably play a little bit longer than 97 minutes. Tozer hurls it in. Egan, big header. Back to Tozer. Drills it across the box. Cleared out. Ford, who lost his man for that equalising goal. Ford pops it in. Headed out by Basham. A little bicycle kick. He should have just knocked that off to him die, and there was a good counter on. Otherwise, Koulibaly wins it. The Blades fans in the corner don't agree with that one. Another throw in. 96-42 on the clock. It's going in the mixer from Wrexham. There it goes. Basham again. Head it, kick it, anywhere. 96-55. I think we'll go to about 97 and a half, although the ref has checked his watch. No, we will not. Wow. Well played, lads. It wasn't pretty, but it was bloody entertaining, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant FA Cup 4th round tie. Wrexham 3, Sheffield United 3. God, where do I begin? McElhenney, after 1 minute on the clock, scores from a corner to give Blades the lead. Seems like it was hours ago. Wrexham lose 2 of their 3 centre-backs in the first 8 minutes. Hayden and Tunnicliffe went out. Sheffield United looked reasonably comfortable coming up to half-time. Then, just bang, madness for the first 20 minutes of the second half. Jones and O'Connor from a couple of set plays for Wrexham put them 2-1 up. Ollie Norwood then equalises pretty much straight after that. Then we get this strange red card where we've still not seen any footage for Dan Jebison that would tell us what violent conduct actually happened. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I haven't seen Dan Jebison commit violent conduct to get the red card. Then we go late into the game. Looked like Paul Mullin. The game had a big lull actually after the red card. It kind of took the kind of air out of it a little bit. Mullin thought he'd won it for Wrexham on 86. And then Egan, for the 10 men of Sheffield United, kind of shins in a set play in the 95th minute. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Shall I put the stats up? Why the hell not? You can see what complete carnage this was. Oh my God, look at Wrexham's XG. Jesus Christ, 3.24 to 0.77. Wrexham 21 shots to 13. 5 big chances. To be fair, a couple of those were in the scrambles for the goals. But yeah, they're coming away probably thinking they should have won this, looking purely at the stats. But it was just a ding-dong, massive, crazy FA Cup tie. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant stuff here, guys. My voice is going to go, and I've got to do the Blue Monday pod later, and I've probably got to go and help Bath Enid as well. So I'm going to say thank you guys for joining me. Before you go, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you want to hear more from me, I'll be live on the Blue Monday channel at 8 p.m. If you're saying nice things, I will click them up. Thank everybody for joining me. And we will be back very soon. If they stick the replay on TV, hey, maybe we'll do that one as well. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Wrexham 3, Sheffield United 3.